A message for President Yoweri Museveni, because he's a key player.
He shouldn't even have run this time round. He should have retired. What we told him in 2004, we can't repeat the same thing. It's not too late. He retires, they can go into the internal process in NRM, forward someone else, but because there are people who say, they cannot operate without General Museveni. But suppose God recalled him, what would they do? And no, the country court is moving. It's like if tomorrow God calls me, I cannot say, no, I'm not coming because I'm still building NT. No human has that capability to say no when they are called. So it is the worst type of situation where, one, the leader himself doesn't want to exit early enough because what is going to happen down the road, when he gets out of politics by whatever means, NRM is going to completely evaporate or disappear or disintegrate. Because you can see this being built around one human being. That's one. Unfortunately, is also, at least between now and Feb, or no, until May, he's still the one leading the country. Thereafter, nobody knows who's going to be there. There are people who say it's a foregone conclusion. It is not, because none of us is God. So he would have retired. But now that he has come out and the party is saying he's the only one whom they have, let him go ahead. Let's see how this whole situation unfolds. But the struggle continues. For those of us who want to see our country keeps together, who are hoping for a smooth transition, General Museveni seems not to be bothered by that. And also considering our history, it is sad. But to me, that wouldn't be the biggest problem because human beings can tend to be blind and they can be so overwhelmed. There's what there's a word in English which they use for leaders who become so obsessed with power, they lose sight of everything else. That wouldn't be the main problem. The main problem is those who follow. There is a point when they would have needed to tell him, as we told him in Chankwanzi, don't touch the Constitution. We're fewer in number, we're overwhelmed. And now, we are not even sure where we are heading. Nor does General Museveni know for sure. He's gambling. Many times he has gambled and pulled off the gamble. But not always the case. There are times you try something and it doesn't work. And to me, that's where we all have to put our concern. What he's trying, if it doesn't work, then there must be people who hold this country together across the political divide. Us in the opposition, even those who are reasonable enough, and hopefully bold enough in the governing party, NRM, that the country is more important than General Museveni, is more important than me and all of us. That even as we go through these uncertain periods, that there must be bridges of finding out common ground where, in the worst case scenario, where there's a crisis in this country, how do we hold this country together?
All right.
Yes.
We have